Hey, we're back. Equipment restart unsuccessful. Yeah, it says there's a connection issue on my modem, but it's weird because my modem is okay. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi says it's connected to the internet. Alright, let's see. It says it's connected. Can I see what details? See, that's why this is 225. This needs to be 19. Connect. There we are. Boom, we're back. We back, everybody. We slow as hell. What the hell? Okay. Uh-oh. It didn't display anything. Why didn't it not display anything? There it goes. Alright, we're back. Everything works. I was trying this, right? Add, play. There was no play. There was no play. What happened? Oh, right. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was trying to get in here. Slash. Okay, so we need to end that. We need to go to Renwick. First, we're going to open up renwick.py. Right there where it was supposed to be. We can move this up here. Okay, so we need voice, music. I'm going to rename it .wave. Back to wave. And then we're going to copy this. File Explorer. Bring this over here. Toss it into downloads real quick. Paste. Then we're gonna toss up Audacity. We are going to open downloads. Open that up, and we're gonna file export as MP3. Mixo.mp3. Yergson, clean up. Art. Green. Mark will... Mixo.mp3, we're gonna cut that. Go back in here. And we're gonna paste this as a .mp3. We're going to delete this one. Okay. Okay, we started that up. Now this is an actual .mp3, not a .wave that we converted. And hey, look, it has the time in it. Awesome. Play it. Okay, that worked. Does it pause? It did pause. What happens if we play? Oh, okay, it doesn't play. It does pause. It does stop it. Okay. So now we run into a problem of... If two of them, it's going to play one and then the other without taking a break. No, it's not. It's going to play one and then the next. Awesome. Look at that. If we pause it, it'll play the next one immediately. Okay. But we can now stop. That's a big thing. That's progress. Okay. That means everything needs to be .mp3s, which is fine going forward. Let's stop this. Okay. So what we want it to do, so what it's doing right now, we got it to play right. We got it to display the time right, so we know we have to use .mp3s. We got it to pause. So this stream we've implemented threading, which allows us to move the UI while a long file is playing. It didn't matter before when just only like a second or two of ones were playing, but this allows me to play and then continue moving to the next. that looks good. So we fixed that error, which is a big one. We've fixed not being able to pause and things like that. We still need to fix it being able to play two audios at once. That's not good. Funny, but not good. Okay, let me see if this worked.
Suspended where I stand, slowly fading from my hands. I'm dissolving in the wind.
Okay, it started playing, and we press a button to pause it. Okay, it paused, and we press it again, and nothing happens. I mean, that's okay. It's just stopping basically, which I'm fine with, to be honest. That's not a problem for me. What happens if we pull up two of them? Play, and we stop. It did not stop. We stopped and immediately played the next one, and we stop again. Okay.
Suspended where I stand, slowly fading from my hands. I'm dissolving in the wind. I'm becoming who I
That fix doesn't sound like it's gonna be a full fix, but we'll try it. Let's try this and see if it does what we want it to. Oops. it's playing. Paused. Okay, it still doesn't play immediately. That's fine. Let's add 2 of them in there. Play. Oh, it paused. Okay, there's a pause. It's an actual pause. Does it play again? Yeah, it does. Yeah, there you go. It paused again. Okay. What if I, like, add, like, 3 of these? And then, can I hold? Yeah, and it wiped it all. Okay. What if I add 3 of these? And I hold this? Playlist manually cleared. What if I add 3 of the, or like 4 of these? Play one of them. And then hold. It stops and clears. Okay. Which I don't really need to do because I can, if I added like 4 of these in, started playing, and then paused it, and then paused it, there you go, I could then choose to clear that out. But that's progress. That's what we want to see. All right, this is pretty good here. Now some of these other ones. Oh, I canceled it. It's pretty good. Alright, so this is going to be a big jumping point now, because I'm fairly happy with this aspect of it. We got some of the core features down. I have a project of a different UI selection type for this that I'm going to now try to kind of implement that. This one used a list of categories with boxes there. The new one, what I want to do is utilize just D-pad movements of like up, left, right, down to select the categories and subcategories, and then get to the grids to select words. It should give me better utilization of the screen and make it a little easier to navigate, ideally. designing a UI right now, a navigation. I've got to make a bunch of outlines, and figure out. Because the idea is that he can talk to you or have a conversation with you or, interact with you. So I need to like. Okay. I don't like that.
stand up, then make the final strike. In the ring, in your head, in your home, in your bed, till the last drop of blood, till the last drop of sweat. Fight, 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 up a fight with your left and your right. Get down, stand up, then make the final strike. In the ring, in your head, in your home, in your bed, till the last of your blood, till the last of your sweat. Fight, fight. That's right, fight. Fight. Keep pushing the lines, keep pushing your times. Inevitably, eventually, you win every time. A fighter in spirit, a warrior in mind, a brawler in body, the best in your prime. A hero among us, champion in stride. Medals and trophies and cheers on your side. A winner, a victor with record-breaking pride. Nothing will stop you, they've already tried. Already tried. Already tried.
This thing's easily going to be like 2,000 lines of code when it's done. Which is crazy. In high school, I made a C++ game that was 44,000 lines of code. It was not a good game. It was not well made, but it was made, and it was 44,000 lines of code, and that was before AI existed. So that was me typing out all the, well, a lot of it was copied and pasted. Like 90% of it was copy and pasted parts of the code. A lot of it was I had like a global navigation that you could walk around an overworld, and that was like copying and pasting and then changing values of the code. It was wild. Okay. I'm gonna see if this does anything. We'll see. So I gotta copy this because we're gonna. Well, first let's copy this. We'll go to Renwick test. We'll paste that. Okay, now we need to copy this. Add it near the top after font equals. Joystick reader, playlist, define this, empty folders equals no. After not mode equals, font equals. So here. Okay. Okay.
Find this section in the main loop. Image.paste background image. So this is going to be main loop here. To find main loop. While true, we gotta find image.paste background image. It shouldn't be this, right? This isn't the main loop, is it? It's just, yeah, this is the main loop. Or is this the main loop? Okay. It's all the way at the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna find image dot paste background image. Is that the? Okay, so that's it. Right. Replacing folder drawing block for folders. Yeah. That doesn't seem right though, because this is All right, everybody, I am going to take a break for now. It is past 3 in the morning. We made a ton of progress on this project. This project needs to be done, or at least usable, by like the end of June. That's getting close. So, yeah, I'm not scared. You're scared. But we made a lot of progress so far in actually getting this working. I'll continue working on it. Maybe not on stream, maybe on stream. I don't know. I just felt like working on this tonight, having a more chill day than gaming. So now that I've kind of jumped over some of the hurdles, I have to like redesign the UI right now, which is a big step. I was kind of working on different stuff on the side to get that implemented, but that's going to be difficult. So we'll try that soon. And then it'll be a matter of getting some voice actors slash actresses slash whatever. And also coming up with enough phrases and lines to say things. I'm also going to take a look. The UI design right now isn't bad, but I'm gonna try to look. Right now, it's got 8 main categories to select from at the start, and that goes into some subcategories. Well, a lot of those subcategories only have like 4 selections from there to go into, and then go into the things, which again is fine. But I'm gonna see if I can't slim it down or more standardize it, kind of thing. So if I just have the 8 main ones. After the 8 main ones, it goes back into just only 4 for each, or what? I don't know yet. But I'm gonna try to maybe tomorrow just kind of sit down and build a structure so I can start working with that. And then because if I get that and get an idea of what I want each category to be able to say and how many words per category I can use, I can then start asking for voice actors. I paid a voice actor for the test lines that I have right now. They're good. He did a great job. I told him about the project, and he made the words a little too broken up. He made them like it makes sense when I ask you, say, hey, I'm gonna break these up into different things. It's supposed to sound like it's just disjointed phrases. He made it sound like I am Renwick, when it's fine. It sounds like a bird. It sounds like he's supposed to, but because it's one voice, it would have been made more sense just to have him say I am Renwick, and have him say that. Or have him say you are Renwick, as if somebody were teaching Renwick his name, and then have somebody else say I, and have him replace the you with. So he would then say, I are Renwick. Something like that. But do all the splicing myself manually, rather than try to have the voice actor splice it in their performance. So I just need to think of some phrases and words that I want people to say. The idea was to not have too many words and phrases to say. Like, yeah, I'm making a bunch of categories and breaking it down, so I'm gonna have like 100 things that he can say, I think, at least. But the idea was to have those, but have like 3 different people record all of them, so that I can make it so that it randomly selects one of those files to play when I select it. So it'll like, I can have one person that says all of the phrases. So it could potentially say a sentence of like, I am Renwick. How are you? In one person's voice. But it could also do that in 3 different voices throughout the sentence. And we'll kind of see how that goes. But I'm also trying to future-proof this project. So I might just start off with like, yeah, there's like 50 to 100 words or phrases that he can say for now. And then as I use him, kind of figure out what he says more often and less often. In fact, I could put a category in here for, I'd have to track each use. Okay, so if I added a, I don't know how, if the memory would work that way. I guess it could. It would just be a file that adds a +1 timer every time a phrase is used. And basically it would just be a selection of my most used phrases or complete sentences, like phrase playlists. So if I often use a playlist that includes 4 different sentences or 4 different words that I build in the sentence builder, it would save it as to a previously used sentence, and then that could be saved as a most used. So I could have a previous sentences, which just saves my like last 10 sentences or something like that, and then I could have a most used sentences, which saves a playlist. It saves the like the top 16 or whatever most used. I've got 128 gigs, so creating extra files and playlists and stuff like that should be fine. Yeah, I'll implement that later, but that's something to think about. All right, that's going to end it for my stream tonight, everybody. You guys take care. Thank you for coming and chilling and hanging out with me. If you are here, if you're not here, that's okay too. It's just program. Chill night. Have a good one.